This meeting is being recorded. We are back. CPR, Coach Perrone, Rodney Cox, recruiting show, recruiting info, recruiting. I mean, whatever you want to call it, man. The bottom line is the guys that nobody likes but have to have, right? That's what I'm going to call us now. We're going to rename the show to the show with the guys that nobody likes but has to have.
Hey, dude, don't do that. Look, we can't start nothing like that, man. We gotta play friendly, man.
Look,
there you go again.
Let's play friendly.
Okay.
We're big on talking about topics that are affecting us in the world of recruiting.
Correct.
We could sit here all day and do, transfer portal stuff. We've done that. We could talk about the limited number of spots that are out there and all of this. But obviously we've gotten kind of caught off guard by NIL.
Yeah, it's huge.
Name, image, likeness, right?
Correct, yeah.
The paying of college athletes in our world.
It's crazy.
Now, I want to tell the listeners something. We're going to have on a player, one of Rodney's guys who is at Fresno State, fantastic player, played at Arizona last year. We're going to get his opinion. I'm going to bring on a parent. We're going to get a parent's opinion, and we're going to bring on a coach, and we're going to get a coach's opinion. Now, Rodney and I, when we jumped on the phone, we said, hey, let's do a name, image, likeness show. Rodney's been sick. Luckily, he's back. And he's feeling better. So now we can get back on regularly scheduled shows. So we're excited about that. But he's like, well, my opinion on the NIL. And I said, no, stop.
Stop it.
I don't want to know what you think about it.
Right.
I don't want you to know what I think about it, because we're going to openly discuss it and get honest opinions live. So with that being said, name, image, likeness. Who goes first? You give me your opinion, I'll give you mine, and we'll bring on the guest.
Perfect. So I'm going to tell you right now, okay? As a former athlete, played at Arizona State back in the day under Coach Cutter. I like it. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I like it because, we get a stipend, right? But let's be honest, these colleges are making so much money off of jerseys, sales, the video game that was back in the day, NCAA football game, where we didn't see a lot of it. And I know people are going to say, oh, man, but you're getting a free education. But again,
that is what's going to be said.
That's going to be said. We know that. But at the end of the day, we still need to eat. We still need to pay bills. We still need to do certain things. So I think if now with the whole NIL, with all these endorsements, I like it. I love it.
Well, this is gonna shock the world.
Oh boy.
I love it too.
Okay.
So we agree. I absolutely listen. I am a business is business scenario. I'm a business is business guy. Nothing personal. It's just business. You and I get on the phone and we sometimes have some business issues where we fight about stuff. At the end of the day, our friendship, when we hang up the phone, is still our friendship.
Right.
When it comes to these kids, man, hey, school is school, business is business.
Right.
And they've worked. Nobody wants to take into consideration the thousands of dollars that they invested to do speed training, all the flights that they had to go to camp, and everything that they did to put themselves in this situation. Well, you know what? Now, if they can make a little bit of money off of it, and it's also going to prepare. Listen, it's also going to prepare them for the business end of what they might do. They might be going into sports marketing or something like that.
Right, sports management, something. Right.
We're going to bring on one of your young men. I'll let you introduce him. But one of my first recruits in the My Recruits platform that I worked with, a young man named Desmond Tell.
Okay.
He's a defensive tackle out of Louisville. I think eventually he's going to be an NFL caliber prospect. As is the young man we're going to bring on of yours. These are top level players that, already are starting to get a little bit of, hey, pick up couple bucks for this, sponsor
right.
this, couple, you know. But I see Oregon just had their guy sign $100,000 deal with Nike.
100,000, dude. There's been so many people like Bijan Robinson from South Point.
From South Point.
Yeah, that now plays at Texas. He just signed an endorsement for Canes, Raising Canes.
Okay.
You know, the kid from the quarterback that was at Pinnacle,
Spencer
Rattler. Spencer just signed a endorsement. So I think this
go get your money.
Hey, go get your money. Let's be honest.
That's it. I don't care.
Hey, they beat us down every day. You know what I mean? In practice, off season, in season. Why not?
Players, if you guys need help with that, Rodney knows a lot of guys in the business that can help hopefully hook you up. I know a few people in the business. Give us a call. We'll figure out how to get you some sponsorships if you're looking to make a little extra cash. Who are we bringing on?
Hey, let's bring on Zeke. My man Zeke. Zeke is from Arizona. Played at Skyline High School last year. Played outside linebacker / DB. So he's like a strong safety.
He's a hybrid
type.
safety. I watched him his first game last year. He's a freak.
So he committed to Fresno State. So he's a Bulldog. So let's bring him on. Let's talk to my guy a little bit. Here we go.
Let's see.
I told him be ready.
I'm sure he'll be ready. This he's got his stuff together.
Right. Oh, this kid was like a 4.2 GPA.
Yeah,
I was like,
he got to make his money.
All right, one way or another, he gonna make his money. Let's see.
Come on, Zeke, get in.
Come on, Zeke. I'm gonna text my. What are you doing?
You know, and then we're gonna bring on after that. I got my coach. So we're gonna be joined by Richard Anderson after that. His 2023 parent for Brendan Anderson, the quarterback over at Mountain Ridge, and Rocky Larson, the head coach from Mayville State. So let's get Zeke.
Let me see.
Damn, you got big.
This is my man.
Wow.
Wait, let's see. Can you hear us, bro?
Yep, I can hear you. Yep.
Zeke, my dude.
Yep.
Hey.
What are they lifting over there at Bulldog Country, boy? You look great, man. I seen you opening day. You played Mountain Ridge opening day, right? Last year?
Yep.
I seen you play opening day, but wow, they got you in a weight pro. What are you weighing?
I'm at 220 right now.
Wow.
My God. Go ahead, Rodney.
Hey, first off, I want to say it's good to see you, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. I know you up there doing your thing. We want to thank you, me and Coach Perrone, for taking time, because I know, you got practice and studying and things like that. So we only wanted to take a little bit of your time to kind of see, like, what's going on? How is it up there, Fresno State right now? And then we'll talk about the NIL and kind of get your opinion of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's been going awesome. I love it here. It feels like home. I've been here for about probably a month and a half now, and I love it every day. It's awesome.
Yeah. Good stuff. I had a young man go up there last year, I guess, and things didn't work out, and he entered the transfer portal. But everybody else that I've had up there has really loved it. They love the coaching staff. They love the atmosphere, and I from what I've heard, I mean, you're projected to get on the field a lot sooner than later too, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's the goal for sure. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Hey, you got to go and do some work. Listen, all I ask for, I just need one ticket. I've been asking that.
2.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
No doubt. Got that.
But that's good though, man. So real quick, as everybody know, with this whole college decision with NCAA passing on the NIL with these endorsements for now you guys being college athletes. I'm not going to ask you if you've been talking to anybody, but what's your thoughts on it? As far as, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Talk to me a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think it's an awesome thing. I think it's really allowing a lot of these student athletes to showcase their personal brand and how they promote themselves. And I think it's just been something that should have been done a long time ago. I mean, I know a lot of these dudes work hard to keep their name clean and build a personal brand, but they really can't act upon it. But now this new NIL really is going to help promote a lot of these kids.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that's spot on. I mean, I think at all levels, Rodney, at
Mhm.
all levels. I mean, I know there's a couple of snack companies out there that do online snack
Mhm.
sales that are doing small contracts. And I'm going to be the first to say I just signed a contract with my guy,
Mhm.
where he's going to do a video once a month, it's not like he's promoting a product he doesn't have. He was a
Right.
My Recruits athlete,
Mhm.
so my recommendation to the folks over at Game Time is find a big name athlete that they might have had that
Right.
and pay him a little bit of scratch. See, I'm your agent, Zeke. I'm working it, man. I'm trying to get it. No, but the reality of it is it's I'm gonna make money
Mhm.
off of that name. So
Right.
why shouldn't I give him some of that money? That's
Right.
business.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, and again, like what we kind of said before Zeke came on, is they bust our tail. You know what I mean? Me, we both played at D1 school. I mean, you're playing currently. Is there's no time to work. I don't care what
Yeah.
nobody says. There's no time to work. I mean, you eat, sleep, and you know what? Football, school, and you sleep all day.
Yeah.
So for you to now be able to get money based off of your name, your likeness, because let's be honest, the colleges do it. I mean, they're getting thousands and thousands of dollars for
That
people to come.
Adidas shirt he's wearing right there
Hey,
with Fresno State football on it, it's business.
it's business, at the end of the
exactly.
day. So, hey, I love it. Hey, get paid, get money. We got some things going on. Game Time does. We got some things. So, hey, Zeke, don't get ready. I'm gonna call you.
Zeke, don't be afraid to take the most money for it, though. My Recruits is going to call you too. No, I'm just messing.
Would you look
Hey,
at that? See that?
thanks for joining us, buddy. We want to wish you luck. We're going to be following you closely this season. We know you're going to knock it out of the park. Stay safe and be healthy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, my dude. I'll talk to you.
All right. See y'all.
All right, like.
Boy, he is a great young man. He's a great looking young man. He's a 4.0 kid. I'm very excited to see the future for him. So,
likewise. Yeah.
Rocky Larson, head coach of Mayville State. I'm going to bring him in first because he's on a tight schedule.
Okay.
You know Coach Larson, right? You met Coach Larson.
I met him through you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be an opinion and a half.
I'm
Strap up. Strap up.
Oh, boy.
Are you going to be on audio only, or do we get to see you in the coach's office?
Me?
Yeah, there you are.
There he goes.
Out here.
We're live, man.
Yeah,
from Mayville, North Dakota, head coach of the Comets. Mayville State Comets, head coach Rocky Larson. Thank you for joining us. CPR Recruiting Show. As you know, my name is Coach Perrone. You've met my counterpart, former Arizona State Sun Devil and owner of Game Time Recruiting, Rodney Cox. Hey, welcome to the den, man.
How we doing? You guys staying? I gotta say it's go Bucks, but I know it's not gonna make everyone you guys up here, man.
You would start that.
That's not gonna help his recruiting in state.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll tell you what. So obviously you haven't heard the first part of the show. So Rodney and I started talking about the NIL, the name, image, likeness that's out there now. One of Rodney's former athletes from last year, Zeke Branham from Skyline High School, who is now a linebacker at Fresno State. Big time athlete, great young man. He joined us obviously to give us a player perspective. So Rodney and I said, we got to get a coach that's got no filter, that doesn't give a shit about saying it like it is and getting his opinion. So obviously I looked in the phone for opinionated assholes and Coach Larson popped up.
There it is.
Oh boy.
No, man. I love you. He's like a brother to me. I'm allowed to say it. So go ahead. We're ready. What do you think of this?
So NAI, it went in, I want to say October last year. So we've had it in place. Obviously, I've been in the NCAA for 10 years, 11 years, and I've been at Division I level, been at Division III level. So as a coach, we all knew it was coming at some point. We didn't know when, we didn't know how. And the fears of being a coach, and now as a head coach in here too, is the number one fear. First off, is I had a brother play Division I football. I mean, the scholarship and the cost of attendance and everything they get, I mean, it's a pretty dang good deal. I understand why the student athletes and the parents like it, but from a coaching perspective only, you worry about dividing locker rooms. What happens when my quarterback signs a $10,000 deal and my left tackle hasn't made $1 off it? And how am I dividing the locker room? How am I talking about this in team meetings? How am I talking about it in position meetings? Because your receivers, your running backs, your star cover corner, those are the guys that are making the money, or hypothetically. So you got to be able to save a locker room without getting divided. I think it also separates the haves from have-nots. I mean, you look at now, if I'm a 16, 17-year-old kid, I'm looking to go to school. Am I looking to go to Madison, Wisconsin and play for the Badgers? That's a smaller college. Or am I USC, where I got Los Angeles in my backyard? You know, I think it also separates.
It's a very good point.
From Division II, Division III, is you just make Division I feel that much higher. And at the end of the day, we know a lot of kids that are playing Division III, Division II football that could be on a roster Division I. Are these kids going to chase that Division I dream more so because of the NLI, and I can make a couple bucks on TikTok or Twitter or whatever it is? Or am I going to go somewhere where I can go play football and have a good experience and a good college experience?
Well, hold on. Now, Coach, you bring up some great points. Rodney, I'll let you comment. Rodney and I did not speak. Obviously, we're not coaches. Yeah. We didn't speak on the locker room division of it. And that's a huge point. And that's something that is definitely going to happen. Now, with that being said, from the Division I high almighty making it more, see, I thought, my feeling was the flip side of it. I thought to myself, this is going to help, right? So let's take a smaller NAIA program, Mayville State. We've got some really good athletes over there. You've got some business connections in town. I mean, one of the most, I will say this, I've been there, Rodney, and Coach Larson, the entire town is bought in. Mayville football is life. So if he goes to the car dealership and says, hey, I want you to pay my guy a deal to do a commercial, they're going to do it up there. That's the way it works up there. They take care of their own. So I really feel, Coach, that it's going to help you maybe get some kids in because of the business relationships that you have in the area, where you could say, listen, not only am we going to give you a scholarship, but we might be able to make you some money off the NIL.
And my counterpoint to that would be, and this was one of the points I was going to get to, is you look at our staff. We got nine guys in the office every day. We're a big staff. You look at where I came from at River Falls, there we had 2 or 3 in the office, 4 had good days, staff of 9 or 10, but some of them were teachers, some of them were working at part-time. Do we have the time to be able to go build those relationships and be a personal agents when my job is to put food on my family, for my family would be to win football games and get degrees. And now all of a sudden I'm spending half my day going around town, going to Fargo, Grand Forks, and trying to find a sponsorship for our quarterback or our running back or whatever. I'm taken away from actually putting in time to win football games, which these kids are here to do anyway. Wow. So I think that's where it will really benefit. I think you're going to see, I was talking to one of my really good friends in the business. I'm not going to say where he's at, but he was saying, their quarterback, he went in there and told them, you guys got to find me sponsorships, because if not, I'm going to transfer. Well, that's not college athletics.
Right.
College athletics is going to win football.
I believe that.
And coming together for the greater good. And I'm worried it goes that way. And I think you're going to see these big time Division I programs have, just like they have a compliance, just like they have an academic, a weight room. They're going to have to
marketing
have
agent.
an NLI marketing division. Us small school, we can't do that. We're tapped out the way it is. And, you look up here, I'm our compliance guy. Okay. You look at Coach Barry, he's our recruiting coordinator. All guys on staff already are guys
two-handed.
They're two-handed. And all of a sudden we got to find marketing to get our guys extra money. it's gonna run.
Well, you're blessed with having a relationship with
Absolutely.
me where I no, and that's, I mean, for those of you that, I mean, it's an open thing. I mean, I have a contract with Mayville State, State, and I help them in many aspects. I do. I've met with their whatever their vice president of funding or their this and that, and they invest money into their program, but that's one school. But what you're saying, I get. You just don't have the time. I mean, you got those Mayville State coaches, they're equipment managers, their field, they take care of the field, they do everything up there within their own. So you don't have time, like you said, to go to Grand Forks and get your quarterback a baseball, equipment deal, marketing. But I tell you what, I'm really glad we had you on. No joking, because I really feel like you brought up some good points. I'm sure Rodney has some things, so I don't want to keep running my mouth.
You're good. You're good. So, Coach, I agree with you, because me and my buddy, again, I played at D1 Arizona State, and I mean, we understand. We work our tail off, and these big colleges are getting money off of our jerseys, NCAA game, like back in the day, and things like that. But me and my buddy, we was talking about the same thing you was talking about, as far as like, let's be honest, the safeties, we don't get no love. Like, it's the wide receivers, the running backs. So we were talking about, what if we, if as a whole, right, the whole team, if we start getting endorsements, put it into a pot, and then everybody gets a piece of that pot. So
I think that's what the Miami kid's doing, right? King. I give that guy's got so much credit. I wasn't a De'Aaron King fan before when he was at Houston, but watching what he's doing with Miami and how he's using this to bring the locker room together.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Can somebody fill me in?
It's a beautiful thing. So every athlete on that team gets what was it, like $5,000-$6,000?
Every contract that he signs, he puts into a pot and he splits it amongst the whole team.
That's
wow.
So he's ended up gotten, every player on that roster has got between $5,000 to $6,000 off of his endorsement deals.
Yeah, I mean, and that's key. I mean, that right there.
I think. And one thing I think you hit. Sorry to cut you off. The one thing you hit is, when this originally started. Now, I would be the first to advocate for this: making money off your likeness, playing NCAA football. Which we're sitting here and you can check it out right up there. We got it up in this office all the time. Right. Making money off your jersey sale. That kid should be able to do that. If you want to go sign an autograph like Reggie Bush and Johnny Man, you should be able to sign an autograph. Now, where this is going to get slippery is the TikTok, the Twitter, the
social platform.
boosters paying for. That's where it's. I think when the NCAA came out and said you can just do whatever you want, it got slippery in a hurry. But when it originally was talking about making money off your likeness, to me, that's a completely different story.
Right.
I mean,
let's just see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
How can you have an NCAA violation now? They've basically thrown NCAA violations out the door.
Yeah.
Because now if I'm the Houston Texans, right, and I have the second pick in the draft, and I want to get Zeke. Let's just use Zeke as an example. He was on the show. Let's say in 4 years, Zeke is a top 5 draft pick, and I'm the Texans. I'm going to reach out to Zeke and say, hey, Zeke, I got you a $400,000 deal set up with Adidas.
Right.
But when we draft you, there's so much backwoods stuff that could happen, backdoor stuff that could happen.
And the thing that I think is interesting, if I read it correctly, is now that these college athletes, they can start working with agents for marketing. Yeah. They can't work with them on the
pro side.
But now you're bringing agents involved into college athletics, which is just another whole piece. As a head football coach, do I want 20 agents running around my building while we're getting ready to play a game?
I just signed 2 agent contracts with 2 players. Absolutely. I mean, you knew it was a matter of time before that happened.
Yep.
And I've already got several sponsorships for them. And, my theory was somebody's going to represent them. I'm big on protecting my kids. It's not about the money. I mean, you know what I mean? Does it help? Absolutely. Every little bit helps. But if they're going to pay it and these athletes are going to make it, I'm going to be the guy to jump in and say, well, let me help you represent it.
Absolutely.
I mean, the reality of it is, I always look for win-win situations. So if I can help out Mayville State and get one of their athletes an endorsement deal, he's happy. I'm happy. But the biggest problem that coach brings up, I could see, and the young man that you just talked about is a unicorn. That's not going to happen everywhere. Sharing the money.
Right.
You're going to see locker rooms divided big time. That's going to be the biggest problem. But I believe there's enough money, enough social media, and enough TikTok to help every athlete out there in some way get something. I do.
I don't think this is all bad. Like, you go back, and the one piece that I think is really good about this would be that kid that doesn't have enough money. Am I still there? There we
You're
go.
good.
Still doesn't have enough money to get a meal on a Saturday night, and a booster takes him out for Chick-fil-A sandwich that's $10. That used to be illegal, but he's going to be a marketing and be able to help. I think it's going to help some of those type of kids, and there is some benefit. If I was a college kid, 17, 18, this is great. If I'm a parent, this is great. If I'm a head football coach, then my career is based on winning football games.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to have to adapt. We're going to have to learn just like we do with everything else, but it's just another piece on our table.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I know you have a lot going on up there. Best of luck. We actually have a couple young men coming up on visits here soon.
Absolutely.
And you're expecting a bundle of joy. We want to wish you the best of luck for that.
Congrats to that.
And keep plugging away. Go Comets.
You got it. Thanks so much, guys.
No problem.
Take care, Coach.
See ya.
Coach Rocky Larson, head coach, Mayville State University Comets, a great guy. I've known him for years. That's a guy that, Rodney, eventually we will see him at the higher division. He's young. He's only, I think, 26 years old.
Oh, wow.
He's going to crack that D1 market real fast. I mean, he's a fantastic program builder. You've had a chance to meet him. You know how personable he is.
Right.
I'm excited to see.
He made some good points, though.
He made great points. I didn't even think of the division of the locker room. It might sound, ignorant, but I didn't. And that's crazy.
It's truthfully, we'll see probably in the first 6 months how this is going to either divide or help, because he's right. I mean, if I'm a safety, but I see my quarterback is getting all the love, or what about me? Like, I only got 3,000, but he got 10,000.
We're gonna do a follow-up show, that's for sure. I have one of my parents, Richard Anderson. Many of you know, they call him the Senator because he's involved in everything. Brendan Anderson, his son is a 2023 quarterback over at Mountain Ridge. Picked up an early offer from Yale. He's a 4.0 kid. Getting a lot of looks. So Richard's very involved in this, has a lot of opinions. So didn't rehearse anything with him. Very interested to see what he thinks. And the other angle of it too is Richard is a business owner too. So it's another it's another angle.
Right.
Oh, Richard Anderson, are you there, sir? Take your time connecting. You've been in the waiting room for a while.
Right. That's crazy, though. I mean, this is going to open up doors for a lot of people. I mean, even in the jobs that we do, you know what I mean? I mean, Rodney, I have my vitamin supplement line. Right. I'm already talking with guys, a couple players at Mississippi that take it. I'm doing some sponsorships for it. So I'm excited. Oh yeah. It's crazy. We shall see how this turns out.
So anything that's, and our job here at CPR is to just bring it to the people. That's all we do. Talk about our opinions, bring it to the people. We're not here to talk down to anybody like the rest of these guys do. We're not here to steal stuff like the rest of these guys do. We're just here to do it right.
Right. Hey, I heard you. Stop it.
Richard, are you there?
I'm here. Can you see me?
Oh, there we go.
No, I can't see you. Unfortunately, that's the best part about you is you got to show that stellar looking suave
Uh-oh.
Richard Anderson.
Uh-oh.
I have a face for radio.
Well, while you're getting your video turned on, Coach Perrone,
Oh, man.
gentleman over there, Rodney Cox from Game
Yes,
Time.
sir.
You know us both. You know what we do here. We bring up hot topics and we want to talk about them and get some different opinions.
Mhm.
We had a young man on. Actually, you played against him. You know, the safety from Skyline, Zeke Brenham, who's at Fresno State now, one of Rodney's guys. He came on the show, gave his opinion of the NIL. Coach Rocky,
by the way, he is a beast. By the way,
he is a beast.
Hey,
Richard, you got to see what he looks like right now. Rodney and I almost hit the floor when we got him on video.
I got to start working out more.
Months ago,
He said he's 220. He looks like he's about 230 ripped.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He looks the part, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we had him on and he gave us his opinion. Rodney and I gave our opinion.
Mhm.
You also know, what are you, golfing?
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Richard in the middle of a golf day. My bad. So thank you for joining us. We had Rocky Larson. You know Coach Larson, the head coach at Mayville State.
Yeah.
He brought up some great points. Rodney and I want to get a parental opinion on this. I know you've done extensive research. You're the senator. You've got an opinion on everything. So we are sitting at the edge of our seats to hear it.
Oh, boy.
Give it to us.
You're talking about the NIL, name, image, likeness.
Mhm.
My opinion, I have a couple of issues with it. You know, as a parent of a hopefully scholarship athlete going forward, I think it's great that they're thinking about the kids as far as them being able to make money. You know, there's always been that thing that colleges are making money off the kids. My opinion on it is the kids, if you're going D1 or even D3, you're in some cases, you're getting $250,000 education as part of this. So you're not getting paid. The issue I have with this NIL is, and it may be off base here, but I'm thinking of it as, okay, I'm a kid that's looking at going, say, group of 5, right? I'm looking at going, I've got an offer to New Mexico out of Albuquerque, and I've got an offer to San Diego State, right? And I'm thinking about, man, I'm thinking money now. Where can I make money? Let me look at the larger market now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's what Coach Larson just talked about.
Yeah, okay, I didn't hear him, but I may make more money by going to San Diego
State than
Right.
being in Albuquerque.
I might make a decision based on that I might pay for, because I might go to a bigger market.
It's going to happen.
Where they don't love me as much as I love them.
Right.
Where I could have gone to New Mexico and been the man, been the guy, you know, been starting for 3 years, you know, something like that. And so that's an issue that I have with that. I think it hurt the athletes in that situation, but it also is going to hurt the smaller market schools. Getting the guys, they're battling for people. It's tough already, and now it's going to get tougher for them because, you know, you got these guys, you know, that are trying to make money. I also think that high school football is already too much of a business nowadays.
Amen to that.
You know what I mean? And now you're making it even more a business, more about the business, because I've got kids I'm looking out there that are 2023 kids, haven't even played a down of junior year football yet, that are already sending out there, you know, my DMs are open, you know, you want to hit me up, you know, for my name, image, and likeness. Let's make money, you know. And I'm like, you're a 15, 16-year-old kid. Well, some of these 2023s are 17 going on 18.
Yeah. Depends on what state you're in.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, California red shirts, but
they're Texas and Florida red shirts.
But they're making it even more about business and less about playing Friday night.
Right.
What it's really supposed to be. You know, the college, you know, the college scholarship stuff, the extra work you put in, that's more about letting Coach Perrone and you guys deal with that kind of stuff. They should be focused on, you know, being great for their schools. I tell my kid all the time, you train your butt off. You have goals to go on and play, and that's awesome. And we're going to work. I'm going to focus on those.
Coach Perrone's going to focus on those. You put the work in. But says, I want you to go out and enjoy Friday night lights. Enjoy football first. Don't miss out, because you're focused on the future too much.
No, you're 100% right, Richard.
And I think it's just adding to that issue by having these kids already, not even a junior yet, and they're focused on trying to get people to put their faces on a damn T-shirt.
Oh, tell me about it. Now, real quick. So, because I thought they're not letting high school kids get into this whole NIL getting paid, correct?
Well, I don't know if they're allowed to do it yet, but I do see high school kids already putting. Because they've been offered.
Right. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, we see it all the time. And again, so my background, again, I know Perrone knows this. So I played at Arizona State. Okay. I used to hate not hate it, but I was like, man, how come I'm getting this little stipend, a monthly stipend every month, because I was on scholarship. And I'm like, man, this is just not enough. But when you look into the stands, when we played against Iowa in 2004, I played in front of 60, 70,000 people, and we don't see none of it as far as athletes. And again, I know people always say, well, you're getting a free education, but at the end of the day, we can't work. So it kind of goes hands in hand, and what we talked about. Oh, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Oh, I do. I'm hearing you on that, and that is a problem, because that's why you see athletes selling their game jerseys and things like that. You know what I mean? And they're getting in trouble and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that if they're going to do something like this, why not make the stipend bigger? You know what I mean? And that way, a kid at New Mexico gets the same as a kid at San Diego State. I'm just using those two schools because
yes, sir.
The area. You know what I mean? So that way they're getting paid. They're not going to get rich, but they're getting paid.
I want to read you guys. I want to read you guys something that the NCAA has here. It says, while NIL opportunities are not to be used as recruiting endorsements, the NCAA also says that prospective student athletes may engage in the same types of NIL opportunities available to current student athletes under the interim policy without impacting eligibility.
So I could take my 2023 quarterback son and print off 5,000 T-shirts and go out and sell them on the side of the road somewhere and make money on it.
I already have the image created.
Man,
I will not be doing that, by the way.
Right? Don't put that out to the world. No, we don't do that.
No. My kid at this point is not the most marketable out there,
I'm gonna do shirts that say "silent but deadly" and have his arm like this.
Yeah, there you go.
But you bring up a lot of good points, Richard, and this is something Rodney, I think, really touched on it. Time is going to tell. Right. Really, we're going to see. We are obviously in favor of it. Business is business, and if you can go make your money, let's go make some money.
Right.
I think Coach Larson brought up a great point in saying, as a coach, me trying to keep the locker room together when my quarterback signs a $7,000 deal and my left tackle signs a $700 deal, and there's animosity, that could be a problem. I think, Rodney, you're right. Time is going to tell how this thing plays out. But we knew it was coming. It's here. And now we have to figure out how to work around it. We have so many problems in recruiting right now. I think we all know that better than anybody. There's schools. I had a school tell a kid the other day, we're only signing 8 kids in this 22 class. Normally we sign 25 and we're signing 8. That's an issue. Yeah. And then I had a young man. I have to get this out there. Rodney, I know never likes for me to hang myself, but I got a young man, a huge Division I Power 5 walk-on opportunity this week that somebody turned around and goes, oh, well, it's just a walk-on. Let me explain something to you. 70% of all opportunities at the highest level are going to be walk-ons this year because there's no money.
Right. None.
There's no scholarship money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, funds have to be allocated however they have to be allocated. And in my opinion, I'll use Brendan Anderson, for example. This is a young man that, let's take Arizona State, for example. This is a young man that's going to qualify for a full academic scholarship at Arizona State. That's the kind of grades he has. So if I'm able to sweeten the pot and tell ASU, hey, going to save you some money because he gets academic scholarship.
Why not?
Great for them.
Right.
Great for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I don't like when the haters come out and go, oh, well, it's not a football scholarship.
Right. It's just
cares?
a PWO. It's just a
Yeah, it's just a PWO. Yeah,
And
exactly.
In 1 year, it will be a football
Right.
scholarship,
I mean,
guaranteed. And
the bottom line is creating opportunities.
That's it.
That's all it's about. And if we could create opportunities, and that's what this NIL does, it creates opportunities for these young men.
That's it.
And I think we're going to go with it. I really do. I think we're going to run. I mean, Richard, also, I touched on briefly, you're a small business owner. You have a very successful business. Who knows? Maybe getting a picture with, I don't know, one of the big name prospects here. Having Cole Martin, do windows and getting a picture of it might be something that interests you. I could tell you this, when we put it out on Twitter and it gets tweeted and it gets 20,000 impressions, I'll guarantee somewhere along the line, someone's going to go, oh, well, I remember Richard Anderson does that. Let's call him.
Mm-hmm.
It's business. That's the way things spread, man. It's marketing.
They're looking for sponsorships.
Yeah.
So it's going to become like NASCAR.
It is. Kids are going to be walking in school with billboards hanging on.
Oh, he's going to get a tattoo of Shell gas on his left ass cheek or something,
For what? For $100,000? That might,
$100,000.
I can tell you right now, I'll get two. I'll get two.
Oh man, that's funny.
So all right. Well, Richard, thanks so much for joining Rodney and I on the CPR recruiting show. Appreciate you being a prominent, outspoken, classy member of the Arizona football community.
I love what you guys do.
Thank you. We'll talk to you real soon.
Oh man, have a great day golfing.
All right, you got it. There you go.
So, Rodney, we'll start wrapping this thing up.
Wait, real quick, I got something to say.
Go ahead.
I got to get into the golfing game.
Oh yeah, I'm buying new clubs. My birthday's in August, so I'm getting new clubs, so we can start going.
Man, listen, I need to. They say I'm too tight, so I got to loosen up.
You're tight in the hips.
Hips and shoulders.
They're giving you the same excuse they give to our prospects. You're too tight in the hips. You gotta.
Oh, geez, but that was good.
It was a great show, and as usual, unscripted. We're able to talk about some topics, guys. If anybody has any topics that they want to talk about, Rodney, reach out to me. You want to come on the show? Hey, it's open season, man. Whatever you guys want, come on the show. At the end of the day, we're here to truth, justice, and everything in between.
Hey, truth, justice, and love.
Here's the deal. I'm Coach Perrone. Throw up the deuces one time on the flip side, Rodney Cox.
You sit in the background.
At Game Time RC, at Coach Perrone. We're out of here.
We out.
Later.
Late.